Hello everyone, my name is Jean and welcome back to my channel. So today I am showing you another zoo project that I started, and yeah, this time we are going to look at what I've built so far in Reptilia. This is a reptilian zoo slash rescue center, and it is supposed to be located in Florida. And yeah, that's the entrance so far. Like, it's not really that big. It's like with a little house. It's looking a little bit run down, just a little bit, like you can not really see it at all. So yeah, the idea for this zoo was actually started because I watch a lot of reptile YouTubers. Like on the top of my head, and from which this is mostly inspired by, is Chandler's Wildlife. So yeah, he has this massive facility with all kinds of reptiles, like crocodilians. I believe he has now an otter too, and some kind of bird. Like, I don't know which bird, like some kind of birds of prey. I don't know which one, but like a big one. So he has a lot of animals, and he also has a big facility where he can hold them all. And I kind of wanted to recreate this, and in my head this zoo or facility kind of building was at some point just land with a lot of like the more oh, what's it called? Not forest, but like swamp, like with a more swampy feeling to it. But it also had a few buildings already there, like this one, for example. And I am currently building at hall, like some kind of holding hall, like these old buildings where you can store things. And this is supposed to be something else, but I'm not going to tell you now because I'm currently building it, so I will not really let you see much of it, because honestly I don't like it if I just show you a lot of unfinished stuff. That's the reason why I always, or mostly, because now I'm doing it while having it built halfway through, but mostly I will show you finished habitats. And yeah, that's just because I don't like having unfinished things. Like, you can kind of see where the vision is going, but also kind of not. So yeah, let's just walk in here. So it's going to be a lot of nature, a lot of these swamps feeling that I want to recreate. Yeah, I think I've done this quite well. So in my head, I don't really know if all of these YouTubers live in Florida, but a lot of them, I think, live in Florida, or at least it looks like Florida. So I am trying to recreate like this Florida, like Everglades thing, where you are, where you think you are in the Everglades. So yeah, let me know if you captured it well. Yeah, so the first habitat is going to be for the flamingos. So before anyone says like, but they're not reptiles, they're birds. All birds are reptiles. Like, it's birds are a group of reptiles. So yeah, the more you know, I guess. So that's why I wanted to also include a lot of the birds from the ones we have in game. And I think like this lake was the perfect entrance point, like the perfect area to have like the flamingos as an entrance area animal. Like they are always, or often, the entrance area animal, so I guess this would fit here too. So yeah, this is the flamingo habitat. I love my use of foliage here. Like, this is also, again, a zoo where I can go totally wild with all the flowers and all the plants that I want, because it just fits the theme. And if we're looking back, we can also see here a lot of little lakes, and also I made these little dirt roads, and they lead you to another gate. So in my mind, because the gates here, or the entrance here, would be... Oh, no, they're flying. Okay, no, we can see that. The gates up there wouldn't be big enough for a vehicle to fit in. So I made another one here. It's nothing fancy, it's just like for story purposes, I guess. Yeah, but then I think I will put them all the way through the whole zoo, so everywhere where a vehicle would be able to maneuver through, I will put these. So yeah, and you already crossed something like in the ground. It's elephant grass, if you couldn't guess. And that's because this is the chicken habitat. Like in my head it would be that the chickens can go anywhere in the zoo, but of course that's not really doable, so they are just roaming this area here, which is also kind of neat. So, and also all of this is also pathing. Maybe I will delete it, because like it doesn't make any sense, and you will only go like where the flamingos are, and then on the other side where the Komodo dragons are, and you will not basically go anywhere else. But you can if you want to. Like all of this is path. It could also go through the plants. It's all path. So yeah, and then we have the little chicken coop in here. I also find it really important that I built... Oh, maybe it needs a support beam right here. I'm going to add this later on. But yeah, I found it important to have a zoo, or to make in this zoo only structures that are either really old and were there before the property was bought by them, by whoever owns this, or something that you could believably just do by yourself. Like this chicken coop, it's nothing fancy because I want... Oh, what is he doing there? Okay. I wanted to have it not be really fancy, since I wanted it to look like, yeah, it's believable that like 6-7 people, just a group of friends, get together and build it together. So that's why it's not really fancy, and that's going to be the whole zoo. Like also this fencing, it's nothing fancy, it's just the mesh fence with a few beams. So I can't believe that someone just built this, you know, and that's what I was going for. Yeah, so this is the Komodo dragon habitat. We have 2 Komodo dragons in here. And I know we just saw one of them here, but I don't know where he or she went. Yeah, I don't know where they are. I don't know. Maybe we will see them from the other side. So after you didn't see the Komodo dragons, you go here. And we also left the chicken habitat, as you can indicate by the elephant grass. And then you can also watch the Komodo dragon here. And here I have actually like this one place where they took their money and like made something a little bit more nice, a little bit more zoo-ish kinda, because like they have these glass walls, and it's super cool because you're practically inside the habitat. Yeah, and so it's not on the scale that a zoo does this thing, but like for this people who built this zoo, it's cool because you can get up close to them without going into the habitat. You don't have like the mesh between you and the animal. You have just glass so you can see them better. So yeah, that was basically the reason why they decided to make this little hut, I guess. Can I call it a hut? I don't know, but let's call it anyways. So yeah, this was the Komodo dragon habitat, and now here is the unfinished business. But we are not going to look at it again. So the original way would be into the storage hall, but we are going up here, this little hill, around this also not finished lake, but up here should be another viewing area for the... Oh, there it is, a Komodo dragon. Yeah, up here should be another area to view the Komodo dragons. Can we see the second one also, or is this one's not there? Yeah, maybe the other one's not there. Maybe there is only one in here, but I thought I put two in here. Well, anyway. Yeah, that concludes everything I built so far in my reptile zoo. And yeah, I mean, it's not much, and I figured maybe I will do something else with the rest of the entrance area, since the spawners are just lying there. Sorry, I don't know why, but I'm kind of tired, but I'm also not tired. I'm just yawning the whole time, so I don't know what's up with that. But yeah, maybe I want to change the entrance area here, and yeah, then, honestly, I have a whole idea, but the idea that I had and the layout I made was just for the reptiles, and now I kind of want to include, because I also say it's a rescue center, and I don't know, maybe I want to have a koala, or also the koala I'm not 100% sure, but I for sure want a zebra. Maybe I also want a giraffe, but with giraffes I think, like, for me it would be like a rescue center when people buy these animals and they get too big or things like that, but or maybe like they are brought illegally into the US and then they kind of need a home forever and this facility steps up. So I don't know if this would be really something someone would do with a giraffe. Like, for a zebra, I think it's kind of like I can see that happening with a zebra, but I don't really see it happening with the giraffe, since giraffes are so big, like they are born and are already like 2 meters tall, and I don't think it's a good animal to smuggle anywhere, so I don't think this would happen. And I also think a lot of people know how big giraffes are and how many room they need, so I don't think you have a lot of people who are like, oh, let's buy a giraffe and let them have like 2 square meters or something like that. So don't really know about the giraffe, but the zebra is like for sure. And yeah, that's all for now in this zoo. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope we will see each other in the next episode. Bye!